Well, thanks for joining us for another Q&A with Gordon. All right, I'm excited about this.
Okay,
I always look forward to this. So the question that we were talking about, hope. How do we hold on to hope when there seems to be a delay or, people are hanging on to hope, but things are not changing? How do you hold on to hope?
Well, that can be difficult, particularly if you're sick, and particularly if you're dying. And I went through that. I had cerebral malaria. I picked it up in a refugee camp on the border of Burma and Thailand, and I was dying. When you're dying, you can know that you're dying, and so I knew I was dying. And at that point in time, my prayers were not being answered. I mean, here I am thinking I'm God's man of faith and power for the hour. And I was naming it and claiming it and doing all this stuff and doing everything I knew how to do, except rely on Him. It was everything I knew how to do. And during those times, it was like the Bible talks about the heavens being brass, and literally I could feel my prayers bouncing back to me, which was a sensation I was not used to. And how do you hold on to hope? I achieved, I obviously didn't die. I achieved a breakthrough spiritually, realizing that when I surrender my entire life to Him, and I say, God, if this is my moment where I die, I'm okay with that. I understand everything is in your control. And so I surrender to that. I surrender to what you have for me. That was actually a really good choice and a really good decision. And I prayed, Lord, if you want to take me, it's okay. I first asked for protection for my wife and my children. And then, okay, I'm ready to go. And it was a breakthrough moment. And in that moment, I found this wonderful song coming out. You know how your spirit can sometimes take over? Your mind's not working, but your spirit's going. And my spirit, from my innermost being, I was singing, "This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it." Not realizing I'm quoting Psalm 118, which is the same psalm that Jesus sang at the Last Supper. So it's, that tie, and you walk into a fellowship of comfort that until you've been there, it's really hard to describe. And Paul talks about the fellowship of suffering, that you can have an experience that you come into the suffering that Jesus went through and His total abandonment to the will of the Father. And it's odd how that brings you comfort.
Yeah. It seems that, when Jesus said, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." You can't sometimes get that comfort
until you mourn. Yeah, as long as you're pushing it away. And I was pushing it away. I did not want that cup. I didn't want to drink that cup. I didn't want to have anything to do with that. I didn't want to have a near-death experience. But when I turned it around and said, well, if God's giving me this, there's got to be a purpose in it. So let's take it and trust Him. And that complete abandonment, I'd like to say I've gotten good at it. No, it's one of those things. Are you willing to die daily? And I'm pretty bad at that.
It's true for all of us, I think.
there was one point in my life where I said complete surrender, and in that I found this wonderful blessing.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's encouraging.
And I encourage everyone today, because we're all going through this. We all want this thing to be over. Well, it's not, and I'm not seeing any kind of easy solution. So God, how can you use it? And how can you use me in the middle of it? Hello, I'm Gordon Robertson. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more encouraging videos like this one. Welcome to the 700 Club Interactive family, and God bless you.